Hello, good members. Welcome back to RGT, the movie part 2. We only gained 10 elo despite going 7-4 in the last episode. However, the last couple of times we gained some elo, we started to gain a little bit more than we were getting from the wins. So hopefully that's a trend that continues and we can just rattle off like 10 wins in a row or something here and get us pretty close to 1K. I get the feeling with how the end of this series has gone that is not going to be the case, but I'm going to do my best. Without further ado, let's get into the matches. All right, here we are with the first match. We get to go first. Opponent at 211 elo. I forgot to mention we were at 802, I think, but that is the exact amount of elo that we have. So we are 198 away. And yeah, like I said, outside of some like miracle, we're probably not going to make it, unfortunately, in this series, but that's okay. That's okay. It's been a fun ride. Starting out, you know, there's a tribe. That's not really what I'm looking to see here, but that's okay. Starting out like not really knowing how to play the deck, being really bad at it, and then this adversity here at the end, and we've put up a respectable win rate. I think I'm actually going to flip the scapegoat here. We're at 68%, which is, it's not incredible for the ladder, but, considering everything that we've dealt with, that's pretty good. We win here, right? I go into Labyrinth Tank and it becomes 48-96. That's exact lethal. Okay. Giant Drew Nade. I was happy with just summoning Tear here, but, sometimes you do better things in life. Here's my Labyrinth Tank. 4,800. 9,600. What is 9,600 minus 1,600? Everybody? 8,000. I don't think the opponent thought that they were going to lose whenever they summoned a tribe and attacked there. But, K. They're so happy about it. I don't think they even sided. They finished siding really quickly. Tribe back row doesn't tell me a whole lot, so I don't think I'm going to side either. Oh yeah, here we go. Double reasoning with a limiter and a pot of greed. You absolutely love to see it. All right, we do see a face down monster this time. So probably not getting the kill here on turn 1. All right. Maybe the good luck just decided to wait until the absolute very end here. This pot of greed, okay? It appears it is. Scapegoat's pretty good. Facilier. Facilier's all right. I think I am going to summon it and attack. Yeah, I've got these 2 reasonings here. Yeah, this is totally fine. Try to get something going here. Maybe get this monster flipped up, see what it is. I don't care if I lose my Facilier at all. But if this is like a deco or something, getting it out of the way is pretty nice. Oh, little mama bear action. The old Mother Grizzly. Love to see that. Big Mother Grizzly fan. Yeah, I'm going to set the jar in the scapegoat. Don't necessarily need to use the scapegoat right away because I do have 2 copies of reasoning, but if I need to protect the life points, it seems like could be pretty good for me. Obviously, this exchange is very bad, but what do you do? I didn't know the opponent was playing water or recruiters for that matter. So I guess I'm okay with this. Yep, Facilier down. No big deal. They didn't summon another monster, so that's pretty cool. See what they go into here. Probably just another mama bear, but I could be surprised. Yep, just another grizzly. I do think I am going to flip up the scapegoat now. If the opponent has like a tribe in hand, that's fine with me. Soak up some damage here. Oh, they're not going to attack. Okay, that makes sense as well. Though that could mean tribe, that's for sure. Premature burial in main 2 for a grizzly? Okay. That's fine. Makes my giant tree nade a lot worse, potentially. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Would love a monster gate here. Meta's not... Meta's not great. It's not terrible. Let's flip up this Jar of Greed. No Reckless from the opponent, it seems. Actually... Oh no, we only have one limited removal. I was like, hold on. We can meta this again and win. I don't think I'm supposed to Reasoning here. I could go into... I don't think I want to go into Tear either. I think I'm just going to pass. If the opponent has Tribe, it's fine. Like, I take a bunch of damage, but I'm not going to die. I am out of Stein range at that point, but I do have 2 copies of Reasoning, and I have Facilier with the Metamorphosis, so... This is a play that, you know, does incur some risk, but the reward, I think, is quite high here. Yeah, and it looks like they don't even have the Tribe, so now they're just clearing up spots for Stein to potentially come down off of these Reasonings. Another Scapegoat. Okay. If I True Nade, it gives them their Prima back, but I think that's okay, right? I'm just going to kind of try to win the game here. All right, let's True Nade. We really need one of the Reasonings to hit, potentially. We'll see. Is my Trinade okay, opponent? Yep. Awesome. Bounce that Premature Burial 2. Just make sure that gets into the hand. All right, and then I will slam down Reasoning. Would love a Monster Gate here, but, you know, can't always get what you want, I guess. Please call 4. Please call 4. Okay, I call 8, so there's a chance I could get into Stein here. I do have 2 in the deck. I didn't think it was very likely that they called 4, but, you know, one can hope. Oh, yes. Yes, we hit the Stein. Let's go. Come on down. I don't even need to play this other Reasoning now. More than likely, anyway. Let's go grab the old Gatling Dragon. I will activate the effect. Hopefully we just get 2 heads here. Just kind of put a nail in the coffin. Alright, we got our 2 heads. Alright, exactly 2. Get rid of the Grizzlies. Opponent's not too happy about it, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. Do we have Kuhb over there? I mean, probably not. I'm just going to play out the other Facilier, because 28 plus... Yeah, this is fine. This plays into... like nothing. Opponent's very happy. I'm glad to give them a good ladder experience here. Come on. Whatever. We gotta win. Let's go. Let's get to the next one. Match number 2. Opponent has 815 elo, slightly above us. Picking the scissors here. They are really in the tank about what to pick. All right, scissors, cool. Scissors wins. Let's go first. I almost clicked second by accident. That would have been funny. We are going first here. I mean, give me anything here. I'm just gonna pass the turn. It's kind of unfortunate, but you know, this hand has so much upside. Pot of Greed's a good start for the opponent. Please put a monster face up and just give me a Facilier. Facilier likely wins the game just by itself. Maybe not. We may have to Monster Gate. Oh no. So just summoning out Breaker. Okay. Well, that's absolutely a chainable they've got back there. Blowback. Okay, I guess. I'm not going to play out meta into Breaker, I guess. There's no reason to do that. Yeah, let's just... This gives them the information that I am RGT. Maybe I was supposed to just set meta. I'm just going to discard the Blowback Dragon at this point. But Maybe I was supposed to just set meta and let them blow it up with Breaker to maybe make them think I'm not a combo deck, but yeah, here we are. It's okay. We take 1900 again. Stein is off the table. And reasoning. Okay, there we go. There we go. We just need our opponent to not call this correctly, and things likely go well for us. Here's my Trunade. Yep, bounce both your cards back, and I will play Reasoning. One of our 6s is out of the deck. They call 8. Okay. Let's get anything other than DMOC. If we hit DMOC, we probably lose. We hit Stein. Okay. That is okay. As long as we don't hit the other Stein off of Monster Gate. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. Man, Jinzo doesn't actually kill here. Huh. I guess Facilier does. Can we hit Facilier? We have a good chance of it. No, there's Jinzo. Okay. Is it really not 48-96? Oh no! If I would have set the meta and they blew it up with Breaker, I would have a lethal attack here. That's so sad. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Okay. So I should have thought about, you know, the discard thing a little bit more. All right. Do I set both of the limiters? No. I could go into Ryu Senshi here, but I think, no, I'm just going to try to win. Jinzo could hold down the fort here. They don't have a light in the graveyard just yet for a Chaos Monster. So we'll see. Maybe they end up putting a face-up monster down or something, though I guess like setting limiter could help play around DD Warrior Lady. But just a whole lot can go wrong with that, right? Oh, Spy. Okay. Well, that kills them, right? Oh, in attack position? What else do we have? Like an Exile Force or something? Thinking about it, maybe as a Borg? That'd be pretty good. Oh, Tribe. Yeah, that does it too. Took a while. They discarded the other Spy. Okay. Well, I threw this game, so I guess I deserve it. No, I guess we're not. We're not technically out of it yet. I think, yeah, Facilier still wins here. Yeah. Prima. All right, I'm just going to admit defeat. Spy, Tribe, Breaker. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a turbo deck. It could be Thunderclap. It could be, I mean, it could be Return. It could be a number of things. So I don't really know how I'm supposed to side here. We summon out Breaker. So they likely had a chainable. It just doesn't tell me a whole lot. I'm just not going to side. Try to get more information. But yeah, I think I did throw that game. I just did not think about the math potentially behind setting the Metamorphosis. That's on me. All right. I mean, this hand's great, right? We throw down the Pot of Greed. We throw down the Graceful Charity. Okay. This is pretty awesome. I even have Facilier now to go with the Monster Gate and a Brain Control to go with it. Okay. So let's get rid of Jar, I guess. And yeah, let's just maximize the chances that we do good things in the next turn, right? Let's get rid of Giant Trunade as well. And maybe I just set Facilier. With the Spies, maybe they don't actually attack. I don't want to set any of these other cards, I don't think. Sure, let's just set the Facilier. Pass the turn. Wait, I don't have to discard. I could have gotten rid of Facilier for the Jar of Greed, but I think like there's a decent chance that this could live here. If they do end up being on turbo or whatever. And then we have Facilier for a Monster Gate as well. Was not expecting Knock to be left in the deck, that's for sure. So, okay. Okay, we set a bunch of cards, sure. Draw a Jar of Greed. I think I'm just going to set that and pass here. Man, knock. I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, let's just set the Jar of Greed and pass the turn. Really want them to get something face up here so that I can go in for, you know, just ridiculous amounts of damage. I'm at 9,000, so that's really good for me. Now this definitely could be turbo. I guess we gotta... we get to play with the information that Nobleman of Crossout's going to be in their deck for Game 3 if we make it there. No, they just set another monster. Okay. And I draw a giant Trunade. I kind of don't want to... I guess I do set a Trunade. Yeah, I don't want a Jar of Greed here, because then I'll just have to commit more to the board. So I'm just going to set a giant Trunade and pass the turn and see what happens. Eventually, the opponent has to do something, right? I guess flipping up the Jog would have been good for, like, specifically Scapegoat. I think this is okay. And goes the other knock, and they discard a Thunder Dragon. Okay. There's Deco. That's fine. So we're going to be taking some damage here. Moth. That's really good. Please get back Upstart instead of the Graceful Charity that's sitting there on top. All right. They do get back the Graceful Charity, and that makes sense to me. Uh-huh. Now they've got a lot of face-up monsters. They need something with 1,300 attack here to take me out of... No. Because this is 1,700. They need 2,300 to take me out of Stein range. They discard a second Thunder Dragon. Here's Tsukuyomi. That's fine. Not worried about that. The face-up Deco is really all I need to see here. Though I guess... makes my brain control worse. That's okay. I'd love to have this Facilier back. That's alright. Alright. Snatch Steel. It's not amazing. Now I will... I mean, I'm probably going for it here, right? Let's flip up this giant Trunade. This way I can play around the shoot a little better. Oh, they have Book of Moon. Okay. Well, I get into another reasoning. I guess the problem here is if they call 2 and I hit the Cyberstein, that gets pretty bad for me, but I am going to throw down one of them. Because if I get into Stein, then that's just excellent. Now, they do call 8 again. Okay. Well, let's hit Cyberstein. We hit Jinzo. Okay, Jinzo's pretty good. Now I have a monster at least, so I can probably control myself into Cyberstein. So let's play Reasoning again, especially since they're calling 8. Okay. No Demock, please. Oh, Blowback. Blowback is very good here. Summon that. Target the Moth, I guess. That makes sense. I'd rather them draw a random card than get a Graceful Charity back, right? Alright, 1 heads. Alright, we take out the Moth. Yeah, I guess I just go for it here, because, like, now it's double Stein, Facilier, Demock left? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going for it here. Let's get rid of the Blowback Dragon. Cyberstein, okay. Come on down, and I guess, yeah, I'm just going to go into Gatling Dragon. Or, yeah, because it's Facilier, Demock left, right? Either of those win the game, so I can just go into, I can go into Tear here, so I don't even have to flip the coins. Okay, give me this, please. And then Monster Gate off the Tear. All right, we hit the Facilier. We have won the game. And limiter removal. All right, through game one a little bit. Like I said, just didn't do all of the math that I should have for what just seemed like an innocuous play. But looks like we're playing against Turbo here. I will bring in the mind controls. I will get rid of Librain control. And I think I was getting rid of United We Stand. Yeah, that seems fine. Just make that swap. I didn't see anything that would make me think I need to bring in Decrees or any of that. Though, I mean, they may have Solemn Judgment or something in there. Who knows? We didn't see any of the control package. At least that I remember. Now I'm questioning myself. But that's okay. Maybe we don't get punished for the game one, and we can just pull out the game three here. All right. Needs a little bit of help, but I mean, just one Stein could be good enough here. Opponent leads on Thunder Dragon this time instead of discarding one at a time to Graceful Charity. Face down monster and a back row. Nice little T set to start it off. D-Mock. That is not the monster I wanted to see. And that's okay. I'm just going to lead on Upstart here. True Nade. Okay, True Nade's pretty good. Do I want to mind control? I think so. And just take this and see what's up. If it's a Moth, cool. If it's a Deco, cool. It's a Spy, of course it is. This is one of those times where, you know, Knock would be better, but I just really like mind control in this deck. Here you go. You can have your Spy back. Oh, they're going to book it? That's fine. That is perfectly fine with me. I guess I'm probably going to be out of Stein range here. Assuming they have another monster. They may not. They may not have another thing to attack with. Anyway, we'll see. Oh, tribute for Jinzo? I'm confused. The opponent has Jinzo and Knock in their deck? Why? Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna get punished. I'll set meta here. I don't think there's really any sort of bluff that's gonna do me any good, but why is there Jinzo in their deck? Sangan. That does it. Alright. We're gonna lose to Turbo because I just didn't do enough math in game one. We're gonna go down to 794. That's unfortunate, but you know, that's fine. We press on. Let's get another match. All right, match number 3. This person was actually watching one of my matches earlier when I was on my Kuhb account. I don't recognize this name. I don't know if this is someone who knows the channel or if they were just watching a random match and happened to be mine. But here we are. Here we are. Don't hate this hand. Opponent also has a Graceful Charity. That's fine. Discard Serpent. Discard Knock. And Thunder Dragon as well. At least it was after the Graceful Charity instead of before. Sure. No monster. No monster. No monster. No monster. Just 2 back row. No monster. There's a monster. Okay. That's fine. Trap Dust Shoot. Yeah. Here you go, opponent. Enjoy. No monsters here for you. We'll lead on Graceful Charity, though. Let's see what's up. Brain Control. Oh, there's a Stein. That's pretty good. We could just win this turn. I do have a United We Stand. Like, I could just get rid of Jar of Greed and Brain Control. And I can go into Tear. Or I can Reasoning first. I'm gonna see if I can win this turn. And I guess I'll leave Scapegoat as my backup to work with United We Stand. Sure. Let's Heavy Storm. Raigeki Break, okay. And then I'll throw down Reasoning. See what they call. They don't have any reason to think that we are Machine Gate necessarily. So... Well, actually kind of fine if they call 2 here. What are we calling, opponent? Oh, they do know who I am. Pretty okay with them calling 2. Of course, they don't know that there's a Stein in my hand. Facilier. All right, that's pretty good. Summon that, and then if I Stein into Tear, then I'm going to have 3 monsters. So 28 plus 31 is 50. Ugh, I'm probably not going to win here. So I guess if I go Gatling Dragon, though, it's a pretty good likelihood that it doesn't work out that I win. Right? Summon Stein. Yeah, I guess I'll grab the 1,000 Eyes Restrict. Maybe maybe this was a little ambitious here. We get Deco, okay. Monster Gate off the 1,000 Eyes Restrict. Alright, Demock? Stein. Of course it's Stein. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, we'll summon that in defense, and then I'm just going to load up this Stein with a United We Stand. Alright, this was a little ambitious. It didn't work out. But that's okay. That's okay. Wait, what? Darkroom can't see keyboard. Okay, so they take 31 and then 28. Okay, so had we hit... I did my math wrong, actually. Had we hit anything other than Cyberstein, we do win the game there. So that's kind of unfortunate that we hit the second Stein, but, you know, like we've seen several times in this series, sometimes it comes up that way. That do be how it is. Kind of looking at the graveyard. We do have Dark Light. Forgot the Sinister Serpent. Cool. I guess I'll just die here. Chaos Monster, it's BLS. Sure. They don't even have to take this out. Yeah, they just run over these two. All right. I also could have gone for... Oh, yeah, that goes down to 23. I could have gone for Gatling Dragon, but I think the Tear is a bit safer play to try to win there. Okay, Reasoning. Maybe we can hit a Demock here? I mean, they're going to call 8, right? I guess I could call 6 because of Blowback. I don't know. I'm going to throw it down, though. That's for sure. What say you, opponent? They do call 6. All right, Demock. All right, set Scapegoat. Probably lose to an in-phase Raigeki Break. Jar of Greed. That's not a break. That's fine. So I'm not dead. This one's certainly not going my way, though. And they don't attack. All right. Do I flip Scapegoat here? I have 2 Monster Gates left in the deck. What's the likelihood? Steins are gone. 1 Facilier, 1 Blowback. I'm just going to not flip it here. Limiter. Okay, that's fine. I will simply pass the turn. See what the opponent wants to do. Probably going to have to flip the Scapegoat here, but if I get into a Monster Gate, I mean, that could be pretty good. We do have the limiter now, so a lot of things just can kill over BLS. I guess Facilier can kill over BLS. Jinzo cannot. We're 300 short once again. Ooh, meta? Alright, that's pretty good. Take this BLS. Oh no, I don't have... Please allow me to search. Oh, thank God. Dueling Book fixed it. For a while there, you couldn't search. I'm gonna take the BLS, and I'm not gonna sit back and not attack here. Yeah, Mirror Force, sure. I think just sitting back is, you know, playing with fire. The opponent can draw into Chaos Monster, set that up at any point. They're still drawing in a tribe, Raigeki breaks, stuff like that. Feel like just trying to end the game when I have a 3,000 attacker on the board and the opponent's at 2,100 makes sense. Yep, Thunder Dragon, what's this other face down? Spy, you got it. I guess we'll see Spy effect. Okay. Just wanted the information that they had a spy target in the deck. Looks like Turbo. We're going to side like it's Turbo. All right, see if we can pull off a game 2 and 3. That one, I don't know. I think it was fine to go for it there. Like, I hit anything other than Stein off of that Monster Gate and I just win. So, just got a little bit unlucky there, which, you know, seems to be the trend for the end of the series here. Though the one match that we did lose, going back to it one more time and then I'll stop talking about it. I don't know. It just seemed like such a weird play. Like, I don't want to set the Metamorphosis and just let them kill that when I have a useless card in hand that I can discard. I didn't think I would need to think about actual math for potentially killing the opponent there, but it sure did come up. This hand's pretty good. Set Scapegoat, pass the turn. See what the opponent has to say about it. They have Thunder Dragon to say about it. Okay. Do we have Thunder Dragon before Graceful Charity this time? That would be powerful. I have Upstart Goblin. Okay. That draws Pot of Greed 100% of the time. Right here, Pot of Greed. No. I'm going to face down monster. Okay. Just a humble tea set. I'm flooded on Scapegoats. Yeah, I think I'm going to Mind Control. If it's Spy again... It's Spy. It's Sam Gan. Okay. I get it. I get it. Do I Reasoning? I do have Blowback here. If I hit Stein, I can win. Potentially, depending on what Blowback does. Sure, I'll throw down a Reasoning. I don't think there's too much wrong with this. They do call 2. Okay. Now's the time for a Demock. Or Facilier. We accept those as well. That's likely a chainable. Blowback is pretty good here. I think I'll tribute for Blowback. Negate with some capital letters. All right. Target here. All right, let's flip some coins. Maybe it's a Mirror Force. There's a heads. Do we have more? There's a heads. Get it out of here. Why are people keeping in knock against me tonight? What is this? Get that knock out of here. All right. Yeah, you can have your Sangan back. Go ahead. Got this limiter. The opponent's at 5,700. I don't know. Maybe we can do some good stuff here. Them just setting knock is a bit of a sign of weakness as well. Yeah. Oh, Snatch? If I take out this face down monster, I am 100 off. Come on, man. The math is not lining up for me tonight. This is... but, you know, Blowback Dragon's flipping heads, so I can't complain. Blowback Dragon coming through. I don't think I'm supposed to snatch. Am I? I don't think so. I'll save that for just like a Chaos Monster or something. I'll run over the Sangan. That's not really that big of a deal. I need to clear it anyway. Okay, they get Serpent. So we know 2 Thunder Dragons and a Serpent. Maybe, I don't know, Snatch lets me take the Sangan and doesn't put a Dark in their graveyard, but I think it's fine. I'll flip Scapegoat here. I don't think there's any downside to flipping Scapegoat here while I have 2 more in hand. Yeah, here comes a Chaos Monster. That's fine. Kind of hope it's BLS. No, it's Sork. Okay, lose the Blowback Dragon. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to snatch the Sangan. It's just such a weird play. It wouldn't have worked out. It's like they have Heavy Storm, maybe, and then they could tribute for Thunder Dragon, so everything would have been this. Oh, come on, man. Where was this last turn? All right, let's snatch the Sork. Because now we know potentially 3 cards in the hand are dead. I mean, we're going to give our opponent some life here, but... Oh, it's Spy. Okay. I don't know, maybe I can get into a Monster Gate? Okay, I'll gain 1,000. Sounds good to me. We do still know 3 of the cards in hand. Okay. Stein. Well, thank God I flipped the Scapegoat, I guess, right? I could just start getting rid of goats. That's not unreasonable. Get rid of the Spy. Eventually, because like next turn I would be able to Stein, but I don't have any way to deal with the back row, so I don't know. I'm just going to get rid of their Spy. That seems good to me. And I'll put this thing in defense. I actually kind of want my opponent to kill it. I want him to just open me up a little bit for my monster zones. Another Spy. Okay, well, do we have another Gravekeeper in the deck? All the Spies are gone. Oh, Torrential. Sure. Technically, they do have to flip that with the effect there, but... Oh, Monster Gate? Alright, as long as I don't flip 3 heads... Oh, wait, I can probably go for Tear now, right? Yeah, I can just go for Tear. Sure. Summon the Thousand-Eyes Restrict. I'm gonna take your monster, please. Thank you. Moth, cool. Monster Gate off the Tear. Come on, Dueling Book. There we go. Yep, there's Facilier. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I guess we attack, and I'll limiter removal once. Just to see if they have a Kuriboh. Okay, and then I'm going to limit removal again. Alright, we got him. Yeah, I think we just run this back. I think my brain is starting to fail me a little bit earlier tonight than it did on the last one. Man, it's been a full day. It hasn't been a bad day. I've had to do a lot. Hopefully we can pull out this game 3, though. Didn't really see anything that makes me think we need to make any changes here. All right, Mind Control Stein again. Double Mind Control. Stein with a Monster Gate. Love to see it. All right, let me Mind Control this Sangan really quick. I guess I'll upstart first. See what's up. Start. Terrible joke. All right, it's mind control. Please be something of use this time. Maybe. Fucking spy, man. Okay, I'll flip up spy, and I will set Jar of Greed. Nah, that's. Is it too risky? I've got one back row. Or 9,000. Like, there's no way I killed him this turn. I'm just going to set the jar. Pass the turn. I'm likely still going to be in Stein range. Yeah, there's a Raigeki break. Cool. Like, kill my jar. It's no big deal. Maybe I can draw into a limiter removal next turn and maybe actually be able to press for game. We'll see. Deco, sure. Unfortunately, brain control can't do good. Well, I sided out the brain control anyway. Oh, scapegoat. Okay, so we have choices here. I can go into something with Stein. And then I can Monster Gate off the Stein. Or I can set Scapegoat and hope that's not another Raigeki break. I could just activate Scapegoat too. That is an option. And, man, if they have Tribe, I get absolutely blown out. But it has to be, like, exactly Tribe, right? I'm just going to activate the Scapegoat here. Oh, and they're going to Torrential. Okay. That's fine. Set Mind Control. I can't summon. I can set. Do I set the Stein? It's likely to be dead anyway. But if they just happen to, like... Oh, they have Knock in their... Come on, man. They have Knock in their deck? No, I have Monster Gate as a follow-up, so I'll just pass the turn. Yeah, no reason to run... Like, I was thinking I could set the Stein... Yep. Yep. Setting the Mind Control into Breaker is not amazing here. Maybe I wasn't supposed to set it at all. But it's okay. Take 16. Maybe we can get into a Demock with this Monster Gate. Meta. Okay, meta's not terrible. Monster Gate the Stein away. Come on, man. Alright. That's just how it is. I'm going to pass the turn. I don't know why I set the Mind Control there. I probably wasn't supposed to. It's kind of like a bluff because I don't have anything else going on. Maybe I sided in Mirror Force or something. I don't know. The opponent has like nothing going on too. That's what's really getting me here. Yeah. Okay. I'm probably going to die here. I think that's what that heavy means. No? Okay. Something? Meta. Alright, I specifically want my opponent to see that I set the card I drew because it's something new. And so maybe that means I have some sort of defense now. Graceful Charity. Yep. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to take a nice hit to the elo here. We'll see if setting the Mind Control actually did something. Oh, okay, yeah, we've got a Night Assailant off of this Graceful Charity. Yep, get back Deco. Oh, I get to gain 1,000. Okay. Alright. I'm down and Pot of Greed. You got it. Okay. Alright, I understand. Just taking 16. Set Monster Gate. We'll posture a little bit. Raigeki break. Okay. Sure. Would you like to attack me, opponent? Deco. Okay. Yep. Okay. We will admit defeat. We're going to lose 17 elo. Let's see if setting that... Like, I guess we could have gone into a King Dragoon or something. So setting the mind control was probably not good. I don't know. I just didn't really think it through. But, okay. I mean, we're down to 777. It's been a brutal end of the series. But let's go ahead and grab another one. All right, here we are with match number 4. I was really hoping we'd have some, like, ridiculous run in this video to take us from, like, that 802 or whatever to close to 900. I'd be like, ooh, I can make one more, like, huge push in the next video, maybe get us to 1,000, but it looks like we're just going to kind of run, like, 50-50 here at the end of the series, which is just going to tank our elo. But that's all right. I think... Set Jar of Greed here. With the Snatch Steal, I don't think I need to set Facilier. I'm just going to pass the turn. No reason to give the opponent knock value here in game 1, though our opponents have been keeping in knock against us in game 2 and 3, so maybe we'll give them some value in those games. Who knows? Flip up Jar of Greed here. Play around Royal Decree. Not much going on here. Now I will summon out Facilier. And I don't think I'm going to Unite and We Stand It. I'm just going to attack the opponent's monster. It is Moth. Okay. I accept. Set Scapegoat. Pass the turn. It gets MST'd. That's fine with me. Not too worried about that. Basically, I just want my opponent to put something face up so I can Giant True Nade, Snatch Steal, go into Jinzo, and do some good work. If I get to keep the Facilier, I think, yeah, that makes the Jinzo attack for 8,000. We'll see. Just face down monster. Okay. It's fine. Ring. Okay. I'm just going to attack with the Facilier here, and that seems like what I should be doing. Deco is cleared. Love that. Give the hand a shuffle. Set ring, pass the turn. I just don't feel the need to, like, play out the Jinzo, really. Especially into a face-down monster that could be like a Night Assailant or something. I'm just, like, I'm kind of saving this for, you know, going for big stuff here. Opponent does have Dark Light. You're welcome to summon out a Chaos Monster if you would like to. Sork. Yep. I'm not even going to ring that. They're going to attack? That's... okay. I mean, it makes sense. If I ring, they go to 57. It's 22. I can just tribute for Jinzo at that point. They can still set a monster, but yeah, I'll ring the Sork here, I think. That's fine. If they don't set a monster, they die. They do. Okay, that's fine. Now I get to keep my Facilier out to just keep attacking into the monster. Yeah, let's go to battle phase. Get in there. Hopefully it's not a morphing jar. It is a spy. That's fine. I could go into Jinzo here. I don't think I need to do that still. So, yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn. Now we have face-up monsters on the opponent's side of the field, which means we have Snatch Steal and Brain Control online. So, very, very, very good chance we just win on the next turn. Okay, they do play another face-down monster, but it's A-okay. Metamorphosis. Okay. Does that change anything here? Not really. I don't have any 6s that really can take out. All right, let's just let's throw down Giant True Nade first. Should be able to win here through a Knight Assailant, I would imagine. All right, take your Spy. Brain control your other Spy. Give me that. Attribute this one for the Jinzo. And then... do I still win? Because if I meta... yeah. Pretty sure I'm still good here. Let's go into... Labyrinth tank, right? Yeah. Get that limiter removal buff. And then... Spy to attack position. If I United, we stand the Spy. That means it gets over everything. And then I guess I don't win through Knight Assailant here. But this is fine. I guess I do attack with the Jinzo. Because I'd rather them kill the Spy. And I'd rather keep the Jinzo for potential like traps in the future. Maybe there was something I could have done a little bit better there. As far as where I put the United we stand. But I think putting it on the Spy makes sense. And I think attacking with the Jinzo makes sense. So we'll side in our mind controls like we have been against Turbo. Hopefully, you know, game... it's been game 3 that's been the problem. Hopefully game 3 treats us a little bit better if we make it to game 3. Hopefully we just win game 2 here. Obliterate the opponent. What was their elo at again? 953. Okay. All right. I don't hate this hand. Monster Gate with a Scapegoat's always nice. They do start out on Thunder Dragon. Okay. And Duo. Sure. Yeah, they hit the Monster Gate. I guess I have multiple Scapegoats. Let's just get rid of one of those. No play? All right. Interesting. Set Scapegoat and pass the turn. No play. That's wild. Okay, they set a monster. I don't think I need to flip the Scapegoat here. I know I do have Monster Gate in hand, but... okay. Alright, this... I already know. This is just going to be the episode that makes me hate mind control forever. Yeah. At least it gets us a face-up monster here. That's true. That is true. It's so bad. I love mind control so much. I think it makes more sense than knock in the deck for a few different reasons. I think I've been over that a few times. Oh, we're gonna book the Spy. It's fine with me. But man, mind control in this video has not looked impressive at all. Let's flip up Scapegoat here. If they go into Tribe, they go into Tribe. It's fine. That's a pretty juicy Snatch Steel target. And just a back row. Draw Limiter. Okay. So if I get into Stein, I don't win. It's pretty close, though. Oh, I guess, hold on. Snatch Steel, 1200 plus 14, 26. Oh? There's a chance I win if I get into Stein. I'm gonna True Nade. I'm gonna go for it. Sure. But I have to Monster Gate off of a Scapegoat token. Demock. Okay. Demock's excellent here, obviously. Let's just get back Monster Gate. Okay, so chances of winning have gone up. That is for sure. All right, Facilier, come on down. This is... if we crash those, this is lethal enough. Okay, sure. Take your spy. Thank you. That is mine. Battle phase. I won't crash, obviously. It's the easier way for me to do math. All right, attack with Facilier, limiter removal. Get out of here. You are dead, opponent. All right. Ooh, nice little rating increase of 17. So now we're back up to 794. Okay. We're only -8 now. And I believe we're even, like we're 2-2 now. All right. Let's keep going. Let's get another one. All right, here we are for the next match. We get to go first. Very nice. Opponent at 429 elo. We again are at 794. All right. Pretty good hand here. Just going to set Jar of Greed, set Ring of Destruction. No, I'm going to hold on to the ring. No reason to set the ring here. Be consistent about not setting it turn 1. There's no reason to run it into a heavy storm. Maybe I need it with these. Yeah. And now it's like MST is 100% to fail. Ooh, Graceful Charity too? Okay. Duo. I mean, technically the hand is randomized, but also kind of not, but whatever. Get rid of the Graceful Charity. That's kind of unfortunate. I think I'm just going to get rid of Ring here. Okay. Special summon Berserk Gorilla in battle phase. Attack with Berserk Gorilla. I love it. Oh, man. Yeah. Yes. Third copy of Reasoning. All right, let's slam that down. I mean, we're going for the kill here this turn. Absolutely. Can't call all 3 of them, right? Especially if you're going to call 8. Oh, oops. Didn't mean to shuffle. That does not make a difference at all. Blowback Dragon, come on down. Play another Reasoning. I call 8 again. Cool. How about a Cyberstein this time? Really do it to him. All right, they call that one right. How about another Reasoning? They call 7 this time. Okay. That's a good call. They do get it right. I played 3 Reasonings and I'm not going to win? All right. I guess if I hit Stein, I could still win. Give me that Gorilla, please. Oh my god. If I don't win this turn, I'm just going to... Stein, thank you. All right. Thank you. The opponent is left. That means more elo for us. 13. We are at 807. We're +5. Let's go. All right. Let's grab another one. All right. Here we are. I've lost track of what match we're on. I think it's match 6. I think we're 3-2. I could very well be wrong about that, but it's late. I am tired. But wanted to push this like right up until... right up until the end here. Just to give you all as much content as possible. I know we're going to fall short of actually getting to 1K, but it's been a fun ride. I found a new favorite deck. I love this deck. It may not be my actual like favorite, but man, it's up there. It's probably 1 or 2. So happy to learn. There's obviously, you know, still a lot that I can learn playing the deck. But it's been a fun ride. I feel like I got a little bit better as things went on. So, hey. And I hope it's been pretty entertaining. I know we've played a lot of Machine Gate and haven't done a lot of like deck switching up. But I think that's part of like what whenever I give like the actual goal of trying to hit 1K, I pick the deck that I think would be the best chance of getting there once I get to a certain point. And I thought, you know, that's probably Machine Gate with the way that it was going and everything. So not a lot of like deck changing up, but I think if I do future ladder series, that's going to be the way to go. Instead of making the goal 1 to 1K, we'll just explore a bunch of different options with the deck and see how far we can get by doing that within like so many matches. Something like what Petty has done on his channel. I like that. I think that's more. I think that's probably more fun to watch. It's better content. And it's kind of more like what I'm going for, right? I'm not that big of a competitive player. I mostly just play for fun and all of that. I like to win. But sometimes I can get a little burnout and pressure myself a little bit too much whenever I'm doing this ladder grind with the actual goal of getting to 1K. So yeah, probably going to change things up in the future along those lines. But you know, we'll get there when we get there. Here, Giant Rat Knock. This could be Earth Aggro. I kind of just want a Reckless Greed here. If I hit True Nade, I probably win. Sure. Let's Reckless Greed. True Nade or Heavy Storm, I probably win. I've got other good draws. We haven't seen the Pot or the Graceful yet. Jinzo and Pot. Okay. Cool. Slam down the old Pot of Greed. Blow back. And True Nade. Okay. Awesome. Sick. That worked out perfectly. Let's throw down this True Nade now. And summon Les Cyberstein. Master of Oz. Monster Gate off the Stein. We get another Stein. Okay, sure. Double Stein's been showing up a lot today. But we do have the other Monster Gates. I think we're good here. Yeah, Demock. Come on down. I don't think this actually does anything, right? I'll just get back the Pot of Greed. And get back Reasoning. Nah. 28. That's 7,000. Yeah, I mean, I win either way. Let's just get the Pot of Greed. Throw that down. Maybe draw into something that helps me play around Kuhb a little bit better. Nope. No such thing. So this goes up to 4,400. And yeah, we are going to get game 1 here. Our opponent sure did set a back row. I don't know. I'm just going to sit here and posture for a little bit like I'm poring over some really extensive, hard to decide on sideboarding, and then I'm just going to click this done siding button, and yeah. All right, that's enough. That's enough for me. For those of you still watching this before the last episode has come out, there will be one more episode after this. I'm not going to leave it on this one. We are going to meme it up in the last one since we're not going to hit 1K. Actually, you know, if something just ridiculous happens and I get close to 900 by the end of this one, I'll try. I will try. But it's going to take an absolute miracle. But if we don't get close to 900, we're going to meme. We're going to send the series out on a high note. But yeah, I'm just yapping at this point because the opponent's still siding. And it makes editing a whole lot easier when I have things to say and don't have to move things around and all of that good stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think it's not bad. Not as good as the last one, obviously, but at least United We Stand is showing up and doing its thing. Oh, we saw Giant Rat and Nobleman of Crossout too. I forgot about that while siding, but that doesn't tell me... That doesn't necessarily tell me that it's an aggro deck. Probably is. It is. Okay, it's Earth Aggro. I could have gained enough from that probably to side for Earth Aggro. But, you know, it's also the ladder, so who knows. A lot of rat stuff going on. I probably should have sided like it was Earth Aggro, though, but this is okay. Opponent discards DD Warrior Lady. That's pretty good for me. King Tiger, though, not good for me. Do have the Scapegoat in hand. And they're going to go for a Gigantus turn 1? Okay. Give me a Snatch Steal, please. Limiter. Okay. I guess I'll lead on Upstart. Well, hold on. I can Monster Gate this off. If I hit the other Stein, I'm just going to be unreasonably angry. But I think I'm going to go for it. I really need to get this King Tiger off the board. Could also potentially crash into Gigantes with whatever I get and take out their back row. What are you thinking about, opponent? Would you like to Solemn Judgment? Or what are we doing here? Maybe Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell? Magic Drain? Magic Jammer? What else? Spell Shield type 8? Spell Vanishing? Anti-Spell? You don't have any spell counters for Anti-Spell. Alright, how about a Demock? Is that too much to ask for? I'm going to hit Stein. Okay, it's a cruel joke. What's that Charm Green? No. No. What were we thinking about? Interesting. I guess just a little bit of posturing over there. Maybe they think Dust Tornado negates. It does. Clearly. Prima? Yeah. Looks like a lot of damage here. That's for sure. Oh. I'm not dead. Pretty close. I go to 1200. Not a lot can really save me here. I guess I could get a Reasoning, or I could get a Limiter removal. Okay, okay. Well, now I know for sure that it's Earth Aggro. We will side accordingly. Let's get rid of these. That's this. And what was the other card that I was cutting here? I could probably cut another Trunade. They're not... Probably not on a whole bunch of back row. So I think... 2 Royal Decree, Trunade, probably good enough. Let's just cut the United We Stand. Let's just do that. We'll leave in our Trunades. I like leaving in Trunades. I think cutting 1 is totally fine if we're bringing in Royal Decree. Okay, yeah, this hand's pretty good too. God. I'm going to set Scapegoat, and I'm going to be angry once again if they start on King Tiger, but they really need like King Tiger plus MST or Heavy Storm to super punish this. And I don't want to set Raigeki break into potential just turn 1 Heavy Storm, lose the break for no reason. And I don't want to just activate Scapegoat because of, you know, Tribe, maybe some other cards that they could have. Maybe they're siding like a Lightning Vortex or something like that. It's not unreasonable. Ah, there's the King Tiger. Yep. You got it. Okay. Well, this is fine as long as they don't have a second one. Because I can Raigeki break that. Okay. Set a couple of back row. Facilier. Okay. Okay, now I could go into King Dragoon if I want to. That seems pretty alright. Is it better than just using Raigeki break here? I think I'm going to go for King Dragoon. If they have Mirror Force... They do have all kinds of outs to it. Nope. What do you mean, nope? The effect is when touch the... It has to be face up. What do you mean the effect is when touch the field? King Tiger doesn't do anything to set monsters. I'm going to get my King Dragoon. This is definitely a legal play. And I'm just going to attack this King Tiger. And if they have Mirror Force, they have Mirror Force. I'll be a sad person, but that's all right. And if they want to continue to argue, I don't know if there are any judges online. There aren't. But we may be in for another judge call. All right, I'm going to call a judge. We'll cut an editing. We'll be back whenever something gets figured out. Okay, we're back. The opponent has told me to go on. They're not very happy about it, but this is absolutely a legal thing to do. Attacking over this King Tiger, you cannot Sakuretsu. So just reset that card, please. I know that's a Sakuretsu armor now. All right, King Tiger is gone. They don't have Mirror Force. Everything is right in the world. Let's set this Raigeki break and pass the turn. They're going to MST, hit the Raigeki break. That's fine. So losing the meta there is not a 0, and I did think about potentially just, you can't. I did think about just setting the Raigeki break, using it on King Tiger, flipping up Scapegoat, and then having meta to summon Tear and do some things. But I don't know. King Dragoon feels pretty good. He has a good chance of just taking out the King Tiger right then. And then I don't have to play this game where, like, yeah, if I set the Raigeki break to have MST, now I'm just absolutely screwed for a while, because I'm going to take another 17 at least, probably more. And then I'm just, way behind. So that's kind of why I went into the King Dragoon play rather than trying to just set the Raigeki break, take it a little bit slower. But yeah, definitely not a 0. The opponent has conceded. I guess they're just kind of off it. But yeah, this can't be targeted. Snatch still targets. So does Sakuretsu armor. But hey, we're gonna gain another 10. We're at 817. We're climbing here right at the end. Let's grab another match. All right, here we are with match number 7. I actually did look it up. I was right. We are 4-2, which is actually pretty good showing so far. Can't be upset about that. My opponent does not want me to talk to them, so I guess I won't talk to them. We're at 817. So we are plus, 15 on the episode so far? That's pretty good. I will accept. Felt like for a little bit there, if I went 4-2, I was actually down on Elo. So we take what we can get here. I actually am pretty proud of the record for the series. I know I've said that, several times, that considering the learning curve at the beginning and sort of memeing around a little bit, plus the adversity here at the end, pretty happy about it. But let's set these 3 cards, pass the turn. Opponent's got a Wing Blast. Okay. Pitching Sasuke. All right. I lose my Scapegoat, but that's not really that big of a deal, I guess. No, I was going to say I could Jar of Greed here, draw it, and activate it, but I just set this Jar of Greed this turn. All right, MST, the Jar of Greed. Sure, I'll draw my Scapegoat back, thank you. Take our little plus there. Ooh, Breaker? Yeah. I'll activate Reckless Greed. I'll see where it gets me. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely risky to activate there, but I think it's okay. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Discarding Sasuke is wild. Gonna take a good chunk of damage here, but that's not really that big of a deal. I've got Scapegoat. To follow up if I want to, I can go into King Dragoon here, or maybe I can draw another limiter removal and just win. No, wait, I'm not going to draw this turn. That's right. Okay, so I have Brain Control. I can go into 48, 36. Yeah, that's not really worth it. What if I just go into King Dragoon here? The opponent didn't set any back row. King Dragoon's probably pretty good, right? Scapegoat obviously is really good to get Tear, but go for some big game here. Let's go for King Dragoon. Now the question is, do I want to brain control to take out their entire field? Just kind of leave them with a few cards in hand? I don't hate it. Yeah, I could just wait for Chaos Monster to come down if they have BLS. Sure. Alright, let's just attack over the breaker then. I'll set Scapegoat. I'm not really at risk of dying here. We got Dark Honest to pitch the breaker. Is Dark Honest a card? I feel like Dark Honest is a card. They got printed like way after my time in the game. But I could not tell you what it does. What do you... Why are we giving the question marks here? Set Scapegoat. Pass the turn. Opponent's down to 72. We don't get to draw next turn, but it's probably going to be okay. Heavy Storm. Well, I'll activate Scapegoat. We've gotten some great value out of our cards. Like, the opponent gave us a nice little plus off of the Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, the MST into the Jar of Greed. Breaker hit a Reckless Greed, and now Heavy Storm just hits a Scapegoat. It's pretty good. Okay, everything to defense. That's 2 out of 2 on a Reckless Greed. Let's turn the auto draw back on. I'm just going to attack into a Spy here. Start clearing some stuff. If they drew into a Mirror Force, good for them. And pass the turn. Hopefully we draw into a Monster Gate next turn. That would be ideal. Monster Gate into... I guess Cyberstein's not even that great. Deco? Okay. I mean... It's not a 0 with our limiter. That's a pretty decent attacker. I do love brain controlling me some Decos. But we'll see if they even attack a goat here. Yeah, they're just going to leave me locked. That makes a lot of sense. I did draw the Monster Gate. I don't think I'm supposed to Monster Gate here, though. Damn. Okay. I think I'm actually going to attack a Spy? Is that crazy? Clear the Spy and, like, I can just have Deco potentially later? Yeah. I think I'm going to do that. That's kind of weird, and it may actually just be the wrong play. But I have a reason. Hopefully the opponent doesn't draw on a Tribe anytime soon. That's, like, the nightmare here. Moth for Pot of Greed, sure. That's pretty good. But this puts a Moth face up, which could be very, very good for me. Yeah, throw down your Pot of Greed. Please attack one of these goats, or two. I would love for my field to not be locked now. Graceful Charity, sure. Alright, pretty good turn for the opponent. Kaiku out of here. The only Chaos Monster that I'm, like, super concerned with is BLS. I'm not even really concerned about that. Come on, man. We just drew into all of the Trinity this turn. Okay. Alright, pick a card. Ugh. Limiter? Okay, that's fine. God, do I discard Trunade? I think I might. I'm thinking. Give me a second. Could just be brain control at this point. It's probably brain control. Yeah, let's just get rid of the brain control, especially if, like, they're leaving my field locked. I know they're gonna throw down a BLS now and just really screw me, but I think Giant Trunade's potentially really good here. Yeah, there's Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, I don't really care about that. Target the Moth? Okay. That makes sense. Can we banish a Light in the Dark? Thank you. No lights left in the graveyard. That's pretty nice. Do have another back row. And another back row. Okay. Oh. Nice little Heavy Storm action. I might just throw that down in case the opponent drew in a Mirror Force. They did draw, like, all of the cards in their deck that turn. And maybe it gets them to throw off something on a goat if they have targeted removal. Then I'll throw down the Monster Gate and try to go into a Stein. Dust Shoot. And Return. Okay. And Dust Shoot. Okay, well, not the best heavy storm in the world, that's for sure. Oh, I could have crashed a goat into a deco one turn. Yeah. I'm also at 4,000, so like Stein's not really even a thing. Okay. I probably should have crashed a goat into a deco one turn, but things are kind of fine. That heavy storm, like, I mean, their cards were kind of bricks anyway, but... Oh, Ring? Ring's very good. Still don't think I want a Monster Gate here. If I hit Stein, it's just a complete zero. But if I hit anything else, it is pretty good. And now that I have this Ring... No, I'm just going to wait. I've got this giant Trunade. I can just chill. Okay, now they have the Mirror Force. Okay. That's fine. I'll set the Ring and now I'll pass. And now I have giant Trunade with a Monster Gate. Maybe I draw into another Monster Gate and I don't hit Stein. Maybe I'm playing this poorly as well. Thunder Dragon, I don't care about that. That's fine with me. We can take out a BLS with his Ring and deal some pretty big damage if BLS happens to come down. No, we're going to tribute the Deco for Thunder Dragon. That's fine as well. Oh, and we have a Chaos Sorcerer. Okay. I think knowing the last card is Thunder Dragon, right? Yeah, okay. I'm fine with losing 2 goats here. I don't think I need to flip up the Ring. Oh, they're just only going to get rid of 1? Okay. Demock. The Monster Gate would have worked out, clearly. Maybe I was being a little bit overprotective of it. May need to Monster Gate now, though. If I hit Stein, I hit Stein. It's just whatever. Yeah, I could see that maybe I was being a little too conservative with it. I'm going to hit Stein now for sure. Now that I would have hit Demock. Oh, come on, deck. Jinzo. Oops. No, I don't want to show the deck. Okay, Jinzo's pretty good here. Can't activate the Ring, but, you know, whatever. We'll clear the Sork. Now we don't worry about any other traps or anything. And by or anything, I mean specifically we don't worry about traps. Alright, Thunder Dragon to defense. And alright, they drew another monster to set. Jar of Greed, yep. Not amazing. I guess I'm just going to attack into the Thunder Dragon. Get it out of here. Yeah, I guess I set Jar of Greed in case they do end up having something for the Jinzo. 2 Sorks are gone. Of course, BLS is still alive. But we do have an answer for that. If I draw into another Monster Gate, now I can, like, use it. And if I do hit Stein... this is okay. I'll gain 1,000, then I can Giant Trunade if I want. Oh, Night Assailant? Okay. So I guess I'm going to lose some life here. But now they've got to face up Night Assailant, so it's not unreasonable that I could do some good stuff here. Oh, no, they're just going to tribute for... Oh, they didn't tribute for Thunder Dragon? Oh, that's wild. I guess they just want to keep the Jinzo around. I don't want to Monster Gate off the Jinzo, but I may have to here. Yeah, I've got Ring and Jar of Greed, though. Alright, I mean, I have to Giant Trunade. I have to take my Jinzo back here. I have to get rid of this Night Assailant. And then we'll go from there, I guess. But they have Snatch Steel and Thunder Dragon in hand. Ugh. Alright, let's attack. And then I guess I Monster Gate and hope to not hit Facilier. Yeah. That sucks, but at least this turns on Ring of Destruction and Jar of Greed. All right, we hit Stein. So that's fine. Yeah, I guess maybe I was a little bit too conservative, the Snatch Deal. I know I've said I'm tired over and over. Man, I'm tired. I'm really trying to... I'm having fun playing these, but I don't know if... I'm definitely not playing these to the best of my ability. Let's be real. But just going out on a high note, getting some really long episodes out of here, doing some fun stuff. Yeah, here you go. Have a Cyberstein. Yep, now they tribute for Thunder Dragon. I guess not tributing the Jinzo does make some sense, because they wanted to lock down my trap cards. Sure. We go to 1,000. Don't know the last card in their hand. They go to 23. Chaos Sorcerer. 3? Okay. Probably not winning this game. Draw limiter. Okay. And Pot of Greed. Okay. You're saying there's a chance? The luck. The luck is turning around. I have drawn the Snatch Steal. I didn't even realize was still in my deck. Give me that. Some sort of return. Oh, it's return. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play it. I don't want to bring in the mind controls because like they have Night Assailant. That's interesting. That's a little unusual. Sometimes you see it in the deck, but I'm just gonna do this and I'm gonna just like act like it's an aggro matchup because I think that's the side of the deck that I care about the most. And then the mind controls, like, yeah, I'm just not gonna bring in the mind controls. I think that's totally fine. We'll fight the other half of the deck. We can just deal with the flips as they come. And as we've seen in this this episode of RGT to 1K, mind control has betrayed us. So, all right. Don't hate this hand. Let's see where it gets us. Duo. That's where it gets us. Okay. We won through Duo last game. Loose Facilier. I'm definitely just getting rid of Lightning Vortex here. After the Duo, that card gets a lot worse. Okay, Upstart Goblin. Down for that. Ring. Okay. I'm gonna set both. What are we typing for, opponent? It's a lot of typage for someone who doesn't want me to talk to them. Kaiku. All right, I think I'm just gonna ring that. Just get it out of the way before I flip up this decree. Ooh, nothing? Okay. True Nade. True Nade's not doing much. I'm just going to shuffle and pass the turn. Here's where I wish I could have kept my Facilier, but, you know, sometimes Delinquent Duo has other things to say about your plans. Yep, there's a Sasuke. And a bunch of Aggro. Okay, so maybe we drew into a Solemn Judgment. I'm going to flip up Decree here. Oh, is this a Solemn Judgment? It could be a Dust Tornado. If it was Dust Tornado, you just flip it on the Decree, though, right? Scapegoat's an excellent draw. I'm gonna set that. I'm not gonna True Nade first. If they happen to have an MST back there, it's probably trained on Decree. Alright, Summon Spy, that's fine with me. Flip up Scapegoat. And would love another limiter removal. Would love another Monster Gate would be good. Oh, they're going to leave me with the goats. That's fine, too. Oh. Facilier, you say? Okay. 16, 56. It's not really a high likelihood that I win here. I guess it's kind of free to Monster Gate. If I hit Stein, it's not amazing. But if I hit anything else, it's pretty good. And I've got Decree down. Sure, I don't even need to use the True Nade. Save that for a little bit later. Demock would be the nut. Blowback also pretty good. I don't want to put a light in their graveyard. That doesn't seem advantageous. So I'm gonna target the face down here. All right, Blowback's been really good tonight, and it continues to flip heads. All right, fantastic. Good job, Blowback Dragon. You're awesome. Get rid of that. Goodbye. Okay, thank you, Blowback Dragon. Thank you very, very, very much. Let's just attack over this spy. They can Sasuke into Blowback Dragon and summon out a Chaos Monster if that is the last thing in their hand. But that means they have to take some damage first. And that means they have to do it after the battle phase. So that sounds good to me. And next turn, if they don't have like a Chaos Monster or something here, we're looking pretty good. Now they immediately look at the graveyard. Attack Blowback? Yeah, kind of thought so. Okay, need to draw something else here, obviously, as a follow-up. But cross that bridge when we get to it. We do have Facilier that can just attack over it with a limiter removal, but that's not really what we want to be doing, especially with a giant True Nade in hand. Would love to hit another Monster Gate here. Or a Reasoning. Reasoning works as well. I don't really think they have anything. So I'm just going to Reasoning here. I don't want to waste the giant True Nade when it's not guaranteed that I can do some stuff, but throw down Reasoning. We don't want to hit Stein, obviously. Stein is a 0 here, but there is only one Stein in the deck. They do call 8. Jinzo. Okay. Well, I mean, we've got the traps really, really locked down now. So this becomes 48, which deals 25. Okay, we do win. Right? Yeah. 25 plus 28. All right, we'll throw down the giant True Nade. Just, I don't know. Oh, Scapegoat. Why do they have Scapegoat in their deck? I feel like I've been saying that a lot. It's just like decks randomly playing Scapegoat. I'm going to summon the Facilier, I think. Yeah, let's try to get as much of this cleared as possible. Attack over Stork. We know 2 of the cards in hand are back row. They don't have a light in the graveyard still, so yeah, let's just see what we can do here and pass the turn. I don't think I need to set limiter here. Change the stats on Facilier. We do still have our Decree, of course. And we have Jinzo, so like... Traps are on lockdown. Oh, God. The Morphing Jar number 2. It is scaring me. Okay. I think I'm just going to attack the tokens. Yeah, let's just start getting rid of some of these Scapegoats again. If it is Morphing Jar number 2, I don't remember the ruling for... I'm pretty sure tokens don't go back to the deck, right? So I would just go for 2. It's Night Assailant. Okay. Jinzo gets out of here. That's fine. I have Decree, of course. Now they can respond to it. Okay, pitching Thunder Dragon, targeting... Did they not activate Thunder Dragon first? Weird. I'm going to activate Decree, obviously. Sure. That's fine. You get to draw a card. Why did they not activate Thunder Dragon first? Okay. I mean, that's fine. They have a face-up Night Assailant in attack position. I have a Royal Decree. I have a Reasoning with a limiter removal. So, I mean, there's a good chance this Reasoning doesn't work out now, right? But there's also a chance the opponent just loses on the next turn. So, oh, meta? The only monsters I have left in the deck are Demok and Stein. So they're going to call 8 for sure. And Stein is a 0 here. Huh. Maybe I don't activate Reasoning. Maybe I just pass. All right. That's unfortunate. Do I still have Prima? I do still have Prima in the deck. That'd be a good one. Oh, they do have a light now. That's right. Yep, that's fine. Lose my tokens. Assuming they want to leave. Yeah, they want to leave the Night Assailant up. Okay. Am I gonna lose this game? I might lose this game. I'm gonna lose this game. Okay, so they're definitely gonna call 8, but I kind of have to go for it now, right? Throw down Reasoning. Maybe I was probably supposed to Heavy Storm first. But that's okay. I have a 2 and I have an 8. And the 2 doesn't do anything. Yeah, they call 8. Okay. Yeah, there's the Demok. Wow. I guess I'm not dead, am I? Nope. Okay, I'll pass the turn. I didn't think I was going to lose this one. But now we know the opponent has Morphing Jar number 2. All right, Stein. There's our last monster. I don't think I can... Yeah, I guess I still have... No, I can't Prima. Do I have Snatch still in the deck still? No, it's long gone. I don't think I can win, right? Scapegoat? I still have a Scapegoat in the deck. Okay. So we'll set Stein. And we'll pass the turn. So assuming they don't draw another monster and kill me here, I could draw Scapegoat, and then I have a Metamorphosis play, potentially. Okay. We're not out of this just yet. This is a weird game, though. Did draw the Scapegoat. Is MST gone? No, MST's not gone, so I could just activate it. Keep my Heavy Storm. I think Decree's kind of locking things down right now. Or I could just Heavy Storm first, clear everything, and then set the Scapegoat. Yeah, that plays around Tribe the best. Sure, we'll just Heavy Storm here. This sucks that they draw into another trap, of course, but they had another Scapegoat down too. All right, I'm glad I cleared that, so maybe that was worth it. Sork to defense are going to attack with Night Assailant? Okay, I'm going to take the 200, just in case of trap. Yeah, they've got another back row here too, so if that's like a Phoenix Wing Wind Blast or whatever, we're probably dead. But, oh, I've only got 2 cards left in my deck. I'm just dead. All right, come on down, Tear. Okay. Attack into this Night Assailant. It's Mirror Force. Okay, well, I didn't really have the time to set Decree, so am I just dead? Do I have another meta in the deck? Does another meta even do anything? I do not have another meta in the deck. I think I'm actually just dead. Okay. Reasoning. Sure. All right, I'll set it. Pass the turn. I don't know what this last card could potentially be, but we're going to find out. Yeah, the Facilier's gone. All of my monsters are gone. Okay. What a weird game here. Now they pitch Thunder Dragon. Okay. We just draw into like a BLS or something. They should have activated the first one. But, okay. Last card. Some sort of, I don't know, miracle bomb or something. And a tribute for Thunder Dragon face up. Okay, it is brain control. Okay, well, we're going to concede. And, yeah, I think we're just going to run this back like this. Morphing Jar number 2. See, Night Assailants, we've got Decos and Morphing Jar number 2. I still think we're probably not bringing in the Mind Control. I think... God, they have Scapegoat. Maybe I bring in Big Bang Shot. Yeah, I'm actually going to cut another Giant Trunade. I got the Big Bang Shot in just right on time. A lot of their stuff is chainable, and now they have, you know, the Scapegoats that we know about, so... This hand's okay. Not amazing. Big Bang Shot could potentially be good. Okay. Well... This hand is not good for our game plan. It's very defensive, but that's okay. I'll set the Torrential and pass here. I think that's all right. We've got the opponent at 10,000, but things aren't looking great. Duo again. All right. All right. We've been duoed a lot in this match. We lose the Mirror Force. I'm just going to get rid of a meta, I think. Yeah, pitch Thunder Dragon. I'm going to grab some coffee because I need to stay awake. Breaker. Well, we're going to torrential that. Goodbye. So we got 2 Thunder Dragons and then 3 others? Okay. Yeah. Remember when I said the luck was turning around? I was wrong. Kaiku, that's fine. I don't have any monsters in the graveyard. I'm just going to take the 18. That's fine. Alright, alright. Scapegoat's a very good draw here. We know 2 Thunder Dragons. I'm just going to activate it. Play around an MST or Phoenix Wing Wind Blast or something. It's interesting return build from the opponent. They have the Tribe. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's the risk you run, but it had to be exactly Tribe, and I know they've got all kinds of chainables and stuff, so... I'll take the 18. I think... Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of the Tribe here. And... Oh, all right. I guess none of my decisions mattered, did they? I guess the Scapegoat mattered, but... Jar of Greed that they were holding on to? Sure. Deco? Sure. Alright, down to 1200. We're going to need some sort of a miracle here. Oh, what a cruel game. Alright. We'll give them the GGs. I have no idea how I lost game 2. I feel like I was supposed to win that, but oh my God, I lost 18? So we're back down to 799. All right. I don't know. It felt like I was so far ahead in game 2. And then, like, even when they outed the Jinzo, but then I just ran out of monsters. Huh. I even got to keep my Royal Decree. Wild. I don't know. That felt like I probably should have won that. I don't know if that is actually the case or not, but... Okay, well, let's get one more 'Cause I'm very tired at this point. We're almost to 2 hours in the video before editing, so that's long enough for a movie. Maybe not as long as the first one, but you know, we're not the Lord of the Rings where the movies just get longer and longer. All right, one more. All right, last match here against Troll Decks. They're at 1247. Okay. We're at 799. Man, we've just hovered around 800 for quite a while in the series, but here we are. Ooh, they might be trolling. They're also try-harding, not giving the good luck. I'll give them the GL. This hand wants to win on turn 1 here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it, I think. Let's just Heavy Storm. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, goodbye. Reasoning, please don't call this correctly. Oh, they call 2, okay. We do have a 2 in our hand. Alright, alright, Blowback, you've been really, really good tonight. Wow, Blowback, it's like, why did you wait till now? Alright, let's throw down Reasoning. Let's see what happens here. 2 again, alright, Jinzo, cool. Play around Karibo, summon out Stein. Alright, we got him. We saw Spy, Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast. That's good enough for me. Turbo. Let's just bring in these. Do this here, swap. And yeah, hopefully we can take one down for the last, I guess, serious match of the RGT to 1K series. Once again, hope you guys have enjoyed the whole run of the series, the ups, the downs. It's been a fun one for sure. Opponent leads on Thunder Dragon this time. His hands, it's not terrible. A Mind Control, Reasoning, and a Ring. Get to gain 1,000 life points. Love it. All right. Whole bunch of back row, but I have a True Nade. So I guess, yeah, let's just Mind Control. Take this. It's probably going to be something that doesn't matter once again, because that's just how Mind Control has been. Oh, we got a Deco. We get to do something with Mind Control. All right, let's get this extra draw here. Ooh. I mean, when in doubt, True Nade it out, right? Jar of Greed, sure. Those other cards back in your hand, please. Reasoning. They're going to call 2. But I've already got a Stein in my hand. So, something else? Facilier. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. Here comes Stein. Grab Master of Oz, and we will get in there for some attacks. And then we're gonna... They're checking for limiter removal. We're gonna finish this game off with Ring of Destruction. Here you go. Have this back. Of course, we're going to wait to play around Book of Moon here. But we should be all good. Hopefully. I mean, they could draw out this ring with like a heavy or something and plus have the Book of Moon in hand. So it's not a guaranteed win, but feels pretty good. They also have to deal with a 2800 and a 4200 attacker. We know 2 of the cards in hand are Thunder Dragon, so one of these other 5 needs to be an answer. Breaker, sure. I will activate and I will target Cyberstein. Ah, they do have the Book of Moon. Okay. Okay, yeah, like I said, not guaranteed there, but now they've got 3 cards over here to do something. I can tribute for Jinzo too. Yeah, I put Deco in defense. This is just taking out the Stein. Sure. You got an answer for Jinzo, opponent? You know what? I think I'm going to tribute for Jinzo first, because that only gets eaten by Solemn Judgment, whereas if I Giant Trunade and they have both answers here, then they can just chain it to Trunade. But here's Jinzo. And we're going to gain 20 elo to finish this one out. 819. Look, I'm playing like trash right now. I'm so tired. I'm just out here having a fun time trying to close up the series, give you all as much of the RGT to 1K series as possible here at the end before the season ends. But we're not getting to 1,000, unfortunately. So in the try-hardery, if we look back on it, we made it up to 950 and then just started losing a bunch. Whether that, was from poor play, getting a little bit unlucky for a little bit, the elo system trashing us, whatever. I definitely got burnout there for a little bit, took a week off, which I thought Konami was going to give us a little bit longer for the ban list, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're going to release a new one now. And that kind of hit, and that's why I, made these few last-ditch efforts, there we go, to try to see how far I could push again, but it looks like we're just going to hover around 800. We're going to end at 819 for the try-hard, actually trying to get to 1K. It sucks that I wasn't able to give this, a proper ending. I thought we were going to make it to 1K, forever ago, but we didn't quite get there. But hey, what's a series where I just go from the beginning straight to the goal, play perfectly, no adversity at all, everything is just we went from 100 to 1000 and nothing bad happened and everything went perfectly, and it's just kind of boring, right? So, and I don't know, I'm pretty happy with the record that we've got. Let's take a look at that really quick. Yeah, 108 and 51. It's not bad. That's nothing to be ashamed of, especially given that I didn't know how to play the deck really at all. It was really bad with RGT whenever I started this. Now I'm a little bit better. But 108, 51, pretty happy with that. We ended at 819. Of course, like I said, we made it up to 950. But there's going to be one more episode, but we're going to meme it up to finish up the series. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, of course. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be back with the next one.